We talked about this when Alonso left the club and said, Leverkusen will really kind of, I think, enjoy reverting back to a lot of the things that Alonso didn't let them do. We talked about the transfers and how that changed, but also tactically speaking as well. I think it was really telling what Rolf has said in that interview here. I'll read out exactly what he said. Unfortunately, Xabi Alonso didn't try playing them together up front very often. When he also played in a two-man, Boniface that is, also played in a two-man attack in Belgium. He then even went on to make a specific reference to one game. He said, in Stuttgart, for example, Boniface came on and then he and Patrick turned the game around together. So it's not as if he's saying, someone's asked like, oh, hey, are you guys going to sell Patrick Schick? And he's being coy and he's like, well, no, we really rate him. We don't want to sell our best players. And someone says, well, you've got Boniface. And he says flippantly, oh, well, we could always play two guys up front. No, he specifically got out of his way to say, Xabi Alonso didn't play these guys up front. We will play these guys up front this season. And I think it makes perfect sense. He's absolutely right. How many times, Manu, last season did we review Leverkusen games saying, why won't Alonso just play some bloody strikers? That's all we were asking for. It'd be Nathan Tella up front. It would be Frimpong up front, Florian Wirtz, whoever. He was always so reluctant to play strikers, and I think it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really refreshing if that's what Ten Hag has obviously came in and said, well, I think we can obviously play these guys up front. And, I think it makes perfect sense. I think the thing that's really interesting with Boniface, and it's something, I hope this doesn't come across as a lazy, a stereotype as well, but a lazy comparison. He does remind me of Romelu Lukaku in the sense that he has the frame and the build of a big number 9, and people are very quick to assume, right, that guy's a penalty box kind of target man, who obviously loves to tussle with defenders. But he's not. He's a guy who likes to come deep. He likes to take the ball. He likes to dribble with it. He loves to kind of drift out left with it, play outside the box. And Patrick Schick is obviously a player who is excellent in the box. I've said it before and I'm happy to put it, but when I think Patrick Schick's on his game, he really reminds me of Robert Lewandowski in his prime. That's the kind of player that I think he is. So if Ten Hag can find a way to put Boniface and Schick in the same team, it somewhat solves the problem with Florian Wirtz because Boniface can kind of maybe take up that left-hand side role. Leverkusen obviously have a number of players who can play through the middle. You mentioned Tillman, who obviously can play through the middle as well, but they've got Ibrahim and Matza as well, who's a central midfielder, kind of number 10. And then Schick can kind of play as a more kind of traditional penalty box striker.